Hear the DJ go boom, killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom deadly. Wanna hear a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Little believe it, you gotta gain weight. Don't play the bullshit, cause kids don't play. If I got a problem, I'll solve it. Check out the hook on the DJ involves it.
So, for those of you who don't know there, I'm trying to nip this in the bud early. A video came out today that said some slanderous things. And it's got my whole family in an uproar because most of it's purity lies. And this is the guy that's going to be in the video.
But we ended up being friends, me and Kenneth, more than me and Jordy, because Jordy's kind of a fucking bully.
Yeah, but when you use the term bully, they take it in a broad context. Thank you, Mario Luigi.
Exactly.
But like, I've never been a bully in my life. Would you agree with that? Like
no,
bullying
not
people?
not like coming straight out and being bullyish to somebody.
I mean, I'll agree to the fact that I've always took video games seriously, and I've always been a sore loser. This is not my brother. This is Aaron. Aaron is my mother's friend's son.
Mm-hmm. And I will say this as well before we start. This was a 4-hour long conversation.
This shit's real, and he really does. It's not an act, but it is. For me, and what made me reach out, really.
All right, what I was referring to there was clipped out of context. They asked me a question about, when I said that this shit's real and all of that, they asked me a question about whether or not you were acting as a character or if this was actually your personality. And I was like, well, in my opinion, this is a character that he plays on the stream and on the PKA, and a lot of the stuff doesn't match his personality. But then little things here and there do kind of shine through. That's what I was getting at, but they put it in there and then to try and infer that maybe this some type of allegation or whatever, that they're talking about a rumor. When I was talking about a rumor, I was talking about a rumor about you working at Met Glass, about some issue that had happened where maybe you had injured yourself or had some type of a physical thing that limited you from continuing work at Met Glass. That's the rumor I was talking about, but they clipped all of this extra stuff in here.
You talking about where I fell off the melter?
Yes.
How's that a rumor?
I thought it was a rumor because I didn't know for sure. I heard through my mom.
It was in the newspaper.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff is just in absolute bullshit.
The rumors about because there was rumors going around through the family about possible sexual assault on his sister.
What? Say it again, Wings?
Don't feel ashamed if you got to jerky shit to your sister.
He had either said, I believe that he said something extremely inappropriate. And when he was called on it when she confronted him about what he had said, he said that he didn't care what he said because...
Now, this was a completely different person I was talking about in the conversation. Because they were trying to bring up that age of consent, and they knew that he had a younger sister, and they were trying to say all this stuff about him with this molesting his sister, supposedly, or whatever the hell they wanted to try and spin there. And what I was talking about was another fella that I know, James, that legitimately had problems with that same issue.
The way the video made it sound is I did something to my younger sister
and got booted from the house. I listened to the video when you sent it to me.
Yeah,
it's all.
That's not true at all.
No,
like I started living with my grandparents at the age of 5. You see how bad that sounds?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
That sounds terrible.
Oh yeah. When I watched the video, I was fucking mortified. I'm like, this is a fucking hatchet job.
So let me ask you this question: why did you agree to speak with these people anyway?
It wasn't necessarily an agreement to speak with them. They offered me money to come over here with a video camera and all kinds of stuff, and I told them I wasn't absolutely comfortable with that.
But you agreed to sit 4 hours and talk to them.
Yeah, a
lot of this, like I said, a lot of the shit that he had said in the past when we were kids and shit jives a lot with some of the shit that he says now. And back in the day, I chalked a lot of what he was saying up to, he's just a dude who ain't very cool, so he has to say this shit so we think he's cool and shit, you know?
This was a scenario brought up by them. They said, well, do you think that Wings' wife married him for his property or for his money or for this or for that, or that he did the other? And I was spinning on what they were saying. They said this, and this, and I was like, well, any scenario in this situation could, you know, I mean, any hypothetical could fit if you don't have any fucking knowledge of what actually is going on. So I gave my hypothetical on the shit too. Like I said, it was in conversation. This shit shouldn't have been mallyhacked and put on the freaking internet. It's dumb shit.
Like, how did that even come up?
They were spinballing a whole bunch of shit, saying that she married, that you and her got together for benefits, or she got with you because she thought you might get some of your property if it was early divorce. There was a bunch of shit that they were saying, and I was like, really, I don't personally know, because I really don't. I haven't seen you guys since y'all got married, besides for bumping into you at fucking Walmart. So I spinballed, you know, I said, if you guys are spinballing hypotheticals, I mean, that makes just as much sense as fucking anything else if you don't know what in the hell's actually going on.
So, without propagation, you told people that actively been trying to ruin my life for 5 years, that I married my wife. I got my wife to marry me by promising her land, and in return for health insurance.
Hey.
Hey, you're being recorded right now, Mama. So.
No, I ain't talking to you. I ain't getting on that shit. Yeah, but I'm not getting trolled. I'm sick of this internet shit.
I am too. And I apologize if this shit caused anybody any problems. I apologize.
Did I move to my grandparents because I diddled Taylor?
No.
Yeah, no.
Mama, I'll talk to you later.
All right. Hey, y'all need to stop putting your family on the internet.
I wasn't trying to. I woke up to this.
Oh, don't talk about me on the internet.
All right, bye, Mom. We haven't even got to the wife stuff yet.
Yeah. No.
Well, how you said, where you think Kelly said I smelled and she didn't like being with me.
Right. Well, that was just me kind of trying to be funny.
She's heavy trolling him, like all the time. I bumped into her at Walmart one time, and she went on a 20-minute tirade about how he's a fucking disgusting pig, and he stinks, and when he sleeps, he fucking snores, and how uncomfortable it is fucking living with the guy. Like, like, why in the fuck are you married? I'd say it's about mutual. I feel like the marriage was to get at each other, really. He also wants a little bit of a tax break, because if he's married and his wife's there as a burden, he can claim more tax money. Yeah, all she has to do is do a basic 9 to 5 for 25 hours, and he can just piggyback off her health insurance. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, he doesn't do anything that wouldn't benefit him.
You can tell throughout that whole entire thing that this shit was all clipped up together. It, like I said, man, is when you hear it like this, put out there like this, I mean, what am I supposed to say to this? They were talking about, do you think Wings smells and all this shit? And I was like, well, you know, one time I went to the house, bathroom, and I said it to make it funny.
I'm a fat guy. Fat guys smell sometimes.
Everybody smells, bro.
There's never a time.
If you walk in your house and you take your fucking shoes off after work, your house smells.
Does my house smell right now?
Everybody's house.
I'm talking about, is it unpleasant?
Not necessarily, no.
All right, bud. Thank you for coming over.
If nothing else, you didn't ruin Jordy's life, but if nothing else, you guys succeeded in ruining mine. I appreciate it.
I mean, trust me, I'm gonna still get flack for this hard. Like, this is gonna follow me for years. But I woke up to this shit today, and I'm like, holy fuck! Look at these lies. Like, it's all fabricated. All fabricated. But like, a lot of that's not edited together. Some of that's just him being malicious. In my personal opinion. Because he told me when he came over to look at the house, because he does general contracting stuff, right? He does like home repairs and things like that. That the trolls offered to pay him $300 for like pictures of my house, like the inside of it and stuff. And I believe that there was money that changed hands when he did that interview as well, but I can't prove that. I mean, I don't know why this dude. Like, what do I do to people? I do nothing to people. I don't know. My house might stink. I have 2 cats. I haven't cleaned the litter box in like 3 days. I'm there now, but like, guess what? I woke up and I had to deal with somebody calling me a pedophile. Like, I don't take that shit lightly, man. That's a complete fucking lie. I know I've said some sus shit in my life, but I would never do some shit like that on my fucking grandma's grave. Amber Clash, I didn't say it again this year. I explained why I said it 10 years ago. If you're unable to understand that, that's on you. It's just fucked up how like these people want to come out here and attack me like this. Yeah, I've seen other bullshit too, but like this one's like, I seen one guy where like a guy pretended to be a dude that I played with. And like, I don't understand trolls. I don't. Like, it'd be one thing if trolling was just a look here, look, listen shit, or like, you know, getting upset that I talk bad about my teammates. Amber Clash, let me ask you this question. What did I do today that I should take blame for of somebody lying on me and another person taking and editing that video together? I banned a lot of people just because I get tired of dealing with it. J Cash, if I could leave the internet, I would, man. I'm pretty much stuck here. Because here's my thought process on it. If I went and got a job, all it would take is one person to recognize me. And to put that in perspective, I got recognized in traffic the other day. If Joe Man's still here, Joe Man was with me when I got recognized in traffic. I'm more well known than a lot of people take for granted. So all it takes is one person to recognize me for me to lose that job. And regardless, I mean, I know this all sounds like excuses, but this is the best thing for my life right now. I mean, you say this, Commander Drake, but I've been on Effexor and Lexapro for, let's just do the entire year of 18, 19, 20, 21, going on 3.5 years now. And a lot of you that has been following me for a while would agree that I'm a lot more mellow now than I was in like 2017. Right? 2017, early 2018. Right? And it has done nothing but increase the trolling. Because at this point, it's its own individual monster. The machine that just keeps going. And like, as much as people want to say I got 62 IQ, I feel like I'm a more than an average intelligence person. I can see things, and I know when things are happening. Right? Like my family is so sick of it, man, because like so much they have to deal with this shit. Like when I get off stream today, I gotta go talk to them. Like I'm gonna be dealing with this fucking video all day, and it's like that's what it is. It's like why does my life gotta be like this? There's a saying in the Bible: an eye for an eye makes the world blind. And what that means is being vindictive and spiteful will just make everybody hurt. And I'm not a big Bible thumper. You know, I'm not really religious, but I feel like that saying is true. Like sometimes you have to be the bigger person. It's Gandhi? Well, it's Gandhi then. Some form of religion. Like I said, I'm not religious. I don't know, he could be playing the long game. But I got an ace up my sleeve you guys don't know about. It's in his best interest to shut it down. I agree, some was edited, but a lot of it was completely just not edited. If you want to monkey business, go back in this video, and I confronted the person that did it in this video, and we played the entire audio and had him go through it. Why shake his hand? Because it's the fastest way to get him out of my house. That was my goal, is to make this a major L. Like they want this to be a major L for me, which who knows, it might. My goal was to be like, yo, I'm gonna show how these trolls fucking doctor this shit. But thank you, Mario, for the $200 today. I gotta go call the wife, and I gotta do some other bullshit, and I'm gonna fucking get lunch, honestly. Because I'm a fat man and stressed, I need to eat. Fuck you. I'm going to go work at fucking Hardee's. Fuck you. I'm going to go work at Arby's.